Assalamualaikum. Presenting you the second part of Climate of India. In the previous session, we talked about weather and climate, that are two different phenomena. That weather is a temporary change in the atmospheric conditions of an area, while climate is a long time atmospheric condition of that area. And that the earth has been divided into several geographical zones: the equatorial region, tropics, temperate zone, and the polar regions. And they are demarcated on the basis of certain latitudinal circles: equator, tropic of Cancer, Capricorn, the Arctic, and the Antarctic circle. Now we will talk about the climate of India. The climate of India has been divided into 4 seasons, as you have learned previously: the winter season, the summer season, the rainy season, and the autumn season. There is a short season after winters and before summers, which is called spring season. We'll start with the first one, which is the winter season. The winter season starts in the month of November and continues up to mid-March generally. But this year's scenario was different. And if we talk about the last few years, we are experiencing different weather phenomena, right? The summers are longer and winters are shorter, and there is no fixed time of rainfall anymore, etc. Why is this happening? Because of the climate change and global warming. I hope you are aware about this. Now, the coldest month of this season is January, and during winters the nights are shorter and days are longer. You must have observed this phenomena, that days become shorter and nights become longer during winters. Why does this happen? This happens because of the tilt of Earth. We will discuss this with the help of this diagram. This is the Earth, which is not hung up straight, rather it is slightly tilted, as you can see. And this is the Sun and the Sun's rays. So this is saying that there is winter in the northern hemisphere and summer in the southern hemisphere. Why is this so? Because this is the equatorial line. The southern hemisphere is facing the sun directly, while the northern hemisphere is more away from the sun, and the sunlight reaches late in the northern hemisphere as compared to the southern hemisphere. As I said, that there is winter in the northern hemisphere, which is the upper part. You can see that the night portion is more and the day portion is less, which makes it happen that during the winters days are of shorter duration. The days are of shorter duration and the nights are of longer duration. Similarly, there is summers in the southern hemisphere, so day portion is more and the night portion is less. So days are longer during summers and nights are shorter. Now this all happens because of the tilt of Earth. Our Earth is slightly tilted, which makes it happen. Otherwise, the nights and days will be of the same duration throughout the year and at all places of the Earth. They will be of 12 hours equally. But this is not the case in reality because of the tilt of Earth. I hope you understood it. Let's move on to another season, which is the summer season. Summer season starts roughly in the month of April and continues up to June. The temperature increases during these months, and we are experiencing extreme temperatures from the last few years because of the advent of climate change. Now, Loo blows in the northwestern part of India. The northwestern part, this is this portion. Northern area and western area when combined, they become the northwestern part. I am sure you have heard about it. Now, there are so many kinds of winds with different kinds of characteristics. So, on the basis of that, we have named them differently. Loo is one of them. Now, one of the important points of this season is that the desert region becomes very, very hot during summers, but the coastal regions are less hot. Why? Yes, this is the desert region, the Thar Desert, Rajasthan. These are the coastal areas. During summers, the wind blows from sea towards the land. From the sea towards the land. That cools down the atmosphere of those regions, of the coastal regions that are near to the sea. That is why the coastal regions are cooler than the other central regions and the deserted regions. Correct? The next season is rainy season. Rainy season starts immediately after the summer season and continues roughly up to August and September. And India experiences monsoon season during these months. You have heard about it. Monsoon season. This is the concern of a very lengthy topic. We will discuss this in the next session about the Indian monsoons, their mechanism, etc. So let's just skip this for now. And the most important point here is that the wettest place in the world, wettest place which receives the maximum rainfall in whole of the world, is Mausin Ram, Cherrapunji. Mausin Ram is in Cherrapunji, which is in Meghalaya. Meghalaya is this. Here, this is Meghalaya, which is a part of northeastern India. So Mausin Ram is a part of Meghalaya which receives the maximum rainfall in the whole world. Remember this. Then there is the autumn season. In the autumn season, trees shed their leaves and new leaves begin to come out. You can see in the picture. And the season arrives and stays for the month of October. The month of October is official month for the autumn season. So this completes the second part of this chapter. We discussed about the climate of India, which is divided into 4 seasons: winter, summer, rainy and autumn season, and a short season which is spring. The winter season, it starts in the month of November and completes in the month of March. Then summer starts from April and stays up to June. Rainy season starts from July to September, and autumn arrives and leaves in the month of October. And the most important point that the wettest place in the world is Mausin Ram, Cherrapunji, which is in the state of Meghalaya. Now your assignment, these are the blanks. You have to copy them in your notebook, and these questions. Explain why nights are longer and days are shorter in winters with the help of a diagram. I really hope you can do that. And how many seasons are experienced by India? Write 2 to 3 lines on each one of them. You have to write 2 to 3 lines maximum on each season that India experiences: the winter, summer, autumn and rainy. Thank you.